Restored Republic and the GCR, the financial turnaround of June 2025 has already begun. While the world seems to be immersed in wars, stock market crashes, and diplomatic crises, a silent and irreversible transition is already underway. Amid banking systems being shut down and fiat currencies losing value, a new structure is taking over global finance. The quantum financial system is already operating, with full traceability, biometric security, and real redistribution of wealth. In this content, you will discover the behind-the-scenes of the GCR, the activation of the QFS, the fall of traditional banks, and what is about to happen on the planet until July 4, 2025. You will never see the financial system the same way again. The new countdown has begun. It all started with a silent signal behind the scenes. On Wednesday, June 11th, the Iraqi dinar and the Vietnamese dong reached values never seen in recent history. The dinar reached $4.90. The dong reached $3.10. Both reflect a revaluation that was already underway, and not speculative. On Friday, June 13th, the rainbow currency, the new gold-backed currency, was officially activated. Sovereign bonds began to be redeemed under confidentiality protocols. Redemption centers were protected by military structures, biometric scanners, and full encryption. Infiltrators were neutralized. No leaks were allowed. On the same day, the quantum financial system was transferred to full operational control. Below, we will reveal what happens in the coming days, which funds are being released, and when you will be able to activate your sovereign digital wallet. If you are following along, please like, subscribe, and share this content with anyone who needs to understand what is coming. Real redistribution, from the invisible to the tangible. From June 16th to 18th, a scheduled 48-hour financial blackout was initiated to synchronize the distribution of wealth under the GCR. These days mark the beginning of Tier 1 payments, community restoration credits. Kash Patel stated that each citizen will receive a secure code, with instructions to activate their sovereign wallet. Instructive videos will be transmitted via Starlink, showing how to access the financial dashboards, use the credits, and even request healing appointments at the med beds, the physical and energetic restoration centers that will be connected to the QFS. The visible turn of gold, of intimate and personal healing, the identification of the sovereignty existing in each human on Earth, with the receptivity of the planetary energetic frequency. On Tuesday, June 17th, national coffers began the physical conversion of old currencies into equivalent gold certificates. Verified QFS users have begun receiving access codes to quantum medical beds, with priority given to veterans, trauma victims, and children. On Thursday, June 19th, the Rainbow Wallet Full Mode will be released, unlocking sovereign payments and credit lines tied to historic bonds. On June 25th, the first wave of wealth redistribution will begin, with the proceeds gradually being delivered to the people, to each according to their participation. Redeem centers will schedule in-person appointments for Tier 4B participants, civilians with signed agreements. Sources from the U.S. Treasury confirm millions of people are ready to access the initial funds and start their own community projects with real resources. In the next few minutes, we will cover the next phase: the collapse of the old banking system, the removal of incompatible banks, the replacement of fiat currencies, and what is really happening behind the geopolitical conflicts. This part is essential. What's crumbling beneath your feet? Since the beginning of June, more than 2,100 banks around the world have been shut down for failing to meet quantum security requirements. SWIFT is being replaced quietly. Central banks are shutting down their gateways and recalibrating their reserves in real assets. The media shows conflicts between Israel and Iran. But what they don't show is that, while missiles were flying across the sky, reserves were digitized, gold-backed tokens were activated, and billions of dollars were remapped into quantum vaults. It's a replacement disguised as war. A dismantling under fire. What comes after July 4th? Between July 1st and 3rd, there will be a mass activation of gold certificates in U.S. wallets. On July 4th, During the celebration of the 250th anniversary of independence, President Trump will announce the new American Republic under the original constitutional principles and the official implementation of Gesara. It will be the beginning of the Planetary Jubilee and the full broadcast of the EBS, the emergency broadcast system that will show the world what was really being hidden. Starting July 5th, the fiat currencies will be officially rendered obsolete. Gold-backed, Treasury-tracked rainbow notes will become the only legitimate means of exchange. No old system will survive. If you've made it this far, you understand what few others still realize. The shift has already happened. The new system is alive and well, and quietly working. We're not talking about promises. We're talking about QFS registrations, validated smart contracts, and verified biometric access. You're already on the new timeline. Now, the question is whether you're ready to activate your sovereignty. Don't be distracted by the headlines. Watch the data, the quiet movement, and the realignment of power. The future won't be announced on national television. It will be synchronized. An invitation to the awakened. This is a time to celebrate. Quietly. To feel an inner stirring of peace. A deep, inexplicable confidence. That you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Maybe you are feeling this right now. A subtle certainty that this moment is yours. Your moment of reunion. Of returning to yourself. This feeling, so intimate, so true, cannot be published on Instagram. Cannot be shared on social media. It is yours. Exclusively yours. I hope these words can reach what is almost impossible to explain. I speak to you, to your heart, even from a distance. If I could, I would speak telepathically. I would transmit through direct vibration, like a simultaneous transmission of the soul. A technology that we do not yet have, but that, somehow, I know you already feel. It is difficult to put into human words. This galactic joy that we share at this moment. It is an emotion that pulsates at another frequency. And so, I remain with you. In the vibration of love. I leave here this vibrational fraction. And to those who allow it, it will arrive. In the right time. In the right heart.